Hey guys, what's up here? Alright, sorry about the noise here. My filter saw kind of needs to be changed. And I'm going to talk about photo acclimation. Hopefully you see this well. You know, it's kind of hard to deal in the light settings, you know, and all that fun stuff. So basically when I bought my halides, I upgraded from LEDs. I had corals in the tank. I didn't want to burn them. So I purchased some light, just some screen to photo acclimate things. And what I had done was I got, the screen is $10 and it came in a section of like 4 foot by 10 foot or so. So I just cut a bunch of sections, 2 foot by 4 foot, like 3 of them, laid them on top of the tank. A week later removed one, a week later removed another, and so forth. If you cover your whole tank like that, your fan's gonna go off more, your chiller, you're gonna retain a little bit more heat, and you know, you're gonna top off more water. If you have like a Radion light, you know, LEDs, of course they have like the light acclimation setting, or if you have, you know, a timer or whatnot, you know, or an Apex, you could, you know, have your lighting schedule an hour or whatnot, bump it up every week, something like that. The screen method, it works good if you're upgrading lights and you want to simultaneously, you know, acclimate all your corals to a certain light temperature or frequency, whatever, you know. And but you know, most people don't buy all their corals at once unless they're watching the TV show Tanked, where within the first hour they overstock the tank with, you know, fish and their ugly corals that they make. But whatever, you know. So with these frags here, I cut 3 screens 3 layers deep, and I staple them. On the other side, I kind of partially pull out the staples so they're kind of like cleats, so it doesn't move around when my fan turns on. It doesn't blow them, that sort of thing. And within a week I take them off. Another week I take another layer off, and so forth. Another way to acclimate corals, you know, you could technically, and I've done this before and I don't like this method, but let's say you don't have a top, you could place the coral at the very bottom for, you know, a week. A week later, move it up a couple inches and until you get it to the desired height. The problem is if you have hermit crabs, if you have fish that swim around fast, if you have a wave maker, you can knock your frags down and then it irritates them. Sometimes they fall into stinging corals, or you put them back up and you put the wrong side that was exposed to light up, that sort of thing. It seems like they're not so happy when I've done that in the past. So I just find out where I want to put them, kind of place them there, have my wave maker off, see if I like that position where they're at. And I kind of look at colors also. If I have a fuzzy green coral, I won't put another fuzzy green coral right next to it. I'm going to put, like, you know, a red coral, or, you know, so there's some sort of contrast. If it's a frag that is freshly glued, a lot of times I'll just pull it off the frag and glue it or epoxy it down. If I epoxy it, I'll epoxy it to a little rock, and then I'll epoxy that rock to where I want it to go. That's what I do. If it's a frag plug that's really encrusted, I'll just break the bottom piece off, the little peg, and then, you know, epoxy the disc to where I want it to go. And or sometimes if you know, it's a fresh cutting and there's a couple pieces coming off, I'll break 2 off, separate them, put one high and put one maybe low, and see how they turn out, you know, and then move them depending if it likes more light or less light. But whatever, you know, like I said, I like to glue them in place, put the screens on, and sort of photo acclimate them that way. So that's really about it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you can hear this from the sound of my overflow, and that is it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos.